one thing about being a real man, a masculine man, is you have to know how to and when to give people shade, men and women. You have to know how and when to ignore them. This is a very important skill for a man and a father too. Father, husband, everything. Business associate. So with women, we'll say first, when a girl you're dating or on a date with, or your girlfriend or your wife, if she's acting in a way that you don't like and that you don't want to reward, and you don't want to reward bad behavior, right? I'm not comparing women, but people in general, you have to train them like they are, like they're a bear in a circus or whatever. Okay, you have to train people, and you do that by punishing bad behavior, rewarding good behavior. So if you do nothing, you're basically rewarding bad behavior. So if a girl's acting in a way that you don't like, she's disrespecting you, she's just whatever, anything you don't like. If you have to be honest, if you want to know if she's the type of person that you want to hang around with. So if she's doing something that you don't like, then you give them a little bit of shade. You become quieter, and you could even turn your back a little bit, or look away, or look down, look away. You could even turn your back a little if you're standing. It's not dramatic, it's very subtle. So in that way, it's respectful. It's not obvious for people. Even if you're in public, you can do this and you're not causing a scene and making, this woman feel embarrassed, or, etc., etc. So, and then you're withdrawing attention. So when someone says something you like or you're happy about, you can, your face can show it. You can move forward. You can get a little bit more excited in your voice, like, oh, whatever. Go up in your tone because it excited you. And that's positive feedback. You're giving her attention, more attention. You're focused on her. But then when she does something and acts in a way that you're not feeling, you're withdrawing attention from her. Your eye contact, your energy, you're not feeling it. Okay? So let's go with a man now. So if you're in a business deal with a man, for instance, so this isn't a close friend. With a close friend, I would be more direct and say exactly what I feel, but you got to be more subtle with someone that's an acquaintance. So let's say you're doing a business deal with someone, and let's say they keep kind of complaining or whining, kind of being babies about shit, and then even kind of blaming you subtly, even though it's not your fault. Like, let's say some of the business goes down, and they're like, man, come on, man, like, hold on to the money, man, even though it wasn't directly your fault, And so that's annoying. And so you just tell him in a subtle way. You don't directly say it. It's not a close friend. So maybe I could say something like, hey, I'd appreciate it if we just stick to the facts. I have something more to say about that, and then you can talk about something that happened where you guys lost money. Or you could say, you can state the fact first, blah, blah, blah happened. I'd appreciate it if we can just stick to the facts, and so we can move forward. That's a very subtle way where he doesn't feel embarrassed, he doesn't feel threatened, he doesn't feel like you're disrespecting him. And then, this is the point. So you presented it the best you could, because you didn't want to be direct. You did it indirect for him, not because you're scared. And then if he still does it, then you let him know, at least you try to let him know the deal. And then so if he still does it, then you withdraw attention. You don't text back whenever he says something like that by text. Or if he's talking, you're just quiet. Like, no, I mean, you don't say that, but that's how you're feeling. Like, nah, I'm not gonna pay attention. We have to learn to put attention away from what we don't want. Instead of putting attention on what we don't want, that's just all the person knows is that you're giving it attention. And that's where toxic behaviors can become bonds between people. But a real man he's the leader and making sure that things go in a non-toxic way and things get done and it's efficient and it's clean. There's no drama, there's no excess energy used. Okay? Women and emotional men are the ones that are the more chaos energy or whatever, or drama, and then the man is there to just be like, no, boom, boom, boom. I want this. This is good. Oh, that, no. That's a waste of energy. We're not going there. See? And that obviously is, and maybe the beginning of it is, that's a good father. A father that's keeping his child focused on what's important and not on the excess stuff that's just a waste of energy, but it's fun because it's when people like drama or when people like to complain or be in a negative place. He's trying to keep the kids focused in a efficient, positive place, and all the excess can just be pushed to the sides. Peace.